Let's begin with an update coming in on the situation currently in Nepal. So many questions about what next. Well, we can confirm for you that there's consensus now among Gen Z, which brought about that massive movement of protest to bring former judge Sushila Karki as the head of government. This is what reports are suggesting. But how is this being decided? There's actually a poll that's being run. And so there's a 24-hour deadline within which an announcement will be made. So far, 1 hour down into that poll, and Sushila Karki has received the most votes, which is what's led to suggestions that she could be taking over as the interim head. Pranay Upadhyay of India Today Global is joining us with more details on this. Very interesting, Pranay, that you're seeing a former judge right now in the front, being the front runner to be the head of government, the interim head. But it's also very interesting to know exactly how this is happening. It's actually on an online poll.
Not only online poll, but I think, Akshita, there has been some back channel as well, because Sushila Karki became the face of, the judiciary's response and resistance against KP Sharma-oli government. You will recall that in 2021, when KP Sharma-oli, the then Prime Minister, decided to dissolve the parliament, she was the one who, took on Prime Minister. And also, there was a joint statement issued by the 4 judges, including Sushila Karki and 3 of the other former Chief Justices of Nepal, calling it out and saying that this is unconstitutional. And while being in office as Supreme Court Chief Justice of Nepal between 2016 and 2017, she took on corruption, the government corruption, and she gave some landmark decisions, including giving the right to vote to women of Nepal, to the youngsters of Nepal. And I think that became a face. But also, I would say that this Gen Z protest might sound like fancy, but the constitutional authorities of Nepal, though the intellectuals of Nepal, has to run the Nepal, and there has to be a mechanism. Country cannot be allowed to run and governed by those who do not have experience. Rather, if the interim arrangement has to be made, then it has to be made through those who have handled, those who have constitutional knowledge. And there is a big message in it, Akshita, if you see that Sushila Karki, who knows constitution well, there is an intent to protect the constitution of Nepal. So
there were a lot of names doing the rounds as front runners, but now we're seeing a fresh name coming to the fore, a former judge, someone who Gen Z clearly is backing at this point. She could be the next chosen interim head. Thanks very much, Pranay, for those details.